And we're recording. What's up, man?
Hey,
So how you been doing with the quarantine stuff? You're not quarantined. You're out working and moving around, huh?
I work a little bit. I visited one group just to bring them lunch so far, but other than that,
That's
not
nice of
really.
you.
I've been home. It's kind of nice because I get to hold meetings in Florida, Tennessee, Oklahoma, all in one day just by doing Zoom meetings. I feel like it's been a lot more productive.
Yeah. Well, because we didn't get our paramedics podcast, we didn't figure out the audio for that. Do you want to keep working on that, or you want to kind of recap some of it here? 'Cause there's a lot of good information. You're on fire, talking about what
You
you do and
you
how
could
important
probably
that is.
recap. You could probably recap a little bit on your show and
Okay.
go over
So
that.
the last time we chatted, we talked about how you're a representative for an EMS union and about talking about
Yeah.
some of the work that you were doing, about how some companies are not taking care of their employees as well as they want us to take care of their patients, and how you kind of help bring an equal playing
Oh,
field to the employees and the employers.
almost all of them are pulling something shady whenever they can. I swear to God.
So give some examples
It's
of that.
it's
Like
been
what?
crazy. Well, the biggest thing that we're facing right now and the biggest thing that we're doing is dealing with presumptive care and dealing with people who are coming up positive or showing signs and symptoms of the corona, and they need to go out on leave, and instead of the company putting them out the way they should and paying for them and taking care of them the way they should, they're making them use their own PTO banks. They're making them use their own sick time. Some companies are allowing you to go into a negative that as you earn it back, you can pay it back.
Oh my God.
It isn't right. It's not right. It's, you know what, if they're sick, they definitely got it here and they need to be put out. They need to be taken care of. The problem with like stuff like workers' comp is you lose money.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, 'cause you're only getting paid what, 75%?
It's like 60 to 70%. So, what we're basically asking for is care. Like just take care of your guys. Like if they're out, don't have them hurt financially.
We being you and the union representatives that represent the EMTs
Yes.
and paramedics.
Yes, correct. Sorry.
I know right now,
Always
I know only my friends actually listen to this, so they'll know who you are. But at some point, 10 years later, if someone goes back in the archives, I want them to see,
eh,
know what's going on.
yeah,
Make it
yeah,
a
yeah.
standalone episode.
When we look back at the coronavirus, to look back 10 years later.
Yeah, like all of our facial hair and how gross we got.
I've always had the facial hair.
You have, but
I don't
mine
know about you.
is,
See, I keep my hair short as it is, so it doesn't matter.
dude. So the newest nightmare I've had with this so far is like I'll wake up in the morning and like this entire like side of my like all of it's just catching drool.
Yeah,
It's just saliva and it's caked on there. I wash my face every day. It's disgusting.
you should wash your face every day.
Oh, I do now. So with all your busyness, have you seen this Plandemic stuff?
No, I have not. I've
Bro,
seen a lot of the posting about it, but I
bro.
haven't watched it at all.
I mean, don't watch it. Don't. There's no. It's. So what have you seen about it? Like, what do you know? I'll fill in gaps. I
I just
watched about 10 minutes of it, and it was hard. Even that. And this is just the
I
preview for it.
I haven't even seen that. The only thing I've seen is people posting articles from it and things that they've seen, and then Facebook's takedown of it, and then I see people posting up how it's all conspiracy theory, and then some posting up how it's definitely true. I
Right.
have no idea what it is.
All right. So I will basically
Remember,
recap it.
I was late to the game for Tiger King.
Yeah, you were. I was a little bit to that too, but all right. So the basic gist of it is, so there's this former researcher, Judy Mikovits, I think is how you say her name,
Mm-hmm.
and she basically is doing an interview with this documentary filmmaker that I mean I haven't heard his name. I watch a lot of documentaries, but I can't say I know all their names. But he definitely. Do you ever see like the documentaries where like the documentary maker is in it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those dudes. But
Mm.
that can kind of summarize it. So he's interviewing her. Basically, she used to work with Dr. Anthony Fauci,
Okay.
and there's this big ongoing like lawsuit. I got a Vice article about it right now, pulled up, and it's Vice is reporting on it, and you know it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big long story short. So basically, she says that she claims she found some research that links these different um, different vaccines to spreading other viruses around, and basically saying what they were doing is bad. So she wrote this paper about it. She claims Dr. Fauci censored it, and then she'd say she got arrested for, she says nothing, and she's making all these really, really bold claims about this massive like National Institute of Health cover up. But then you go and look up some of the actual facts, you can find the arrest documents, and she got fired from her job. What are you doing?
Nothing.
See, I had my other tab pulled up. I didn't see what you're messing with.
Nothing.
I just go to the last second, and I see you distracting me.
So there was arrest documents.
You're a monster. She got arrested for stealing lab equipment after they fired her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she lied about why she got arrested, and then she makes a bunch of other claims that were both proven. They're all proven to be pretty false. And I have too many fact checking sites up and down to even talk about all of it. But here we go. So so she released her papers, but they were all redacted after no one else could recreate her findings.
Okay.
Yeah, and so ZDoggMD did a little reaction video to it, and it's only a couple minutes long. So basically, his premise is, look, it's crazy, this is ridiculous that we're even having this conversation. Then he posts a bunch of other articles and facts that I'm looking at now in the comments for his video and on his website. But it's one of those classic, like, big pharma is just trying to make this pandemic so everyone gets rich, and it's all conspiracy bullshit. But people are so, like, there are some really, really, I at least thought, no, there are really, really intelligent people I know that are sharing this like it's some big conspiracy. And then YouTube's making it so much worse because YouTube, all their sites keep bringing the video down. They keep censoring it.
You know what helps you get through? You know what helps you get through those videos?
What? I can't see you right now. What is that?
Model glue. Model glue.
Oh, you're just huffing glue?
Helps you get through them.
Yeah, it seems like it helps them make them too.
I found an entire tube of model glue in this drawer, and the entire thing is.
When's the last time you even did a model?
God, 5th grade.
Do you ever go? Every time I go to a hobby shop, I want to buy like an airplane model.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of
It'd
miss
be fun.
Yeah.
It beat that fucking puzzle I'm working on.
You doing puzzles now?
I've been doing a puzzle since this lockdown started.
How many pieces?
1,000.
What is it? Is it a picture of something? What's the picture?
Yeah, it's a Nightmare Before Christmas skull.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
With all the characters in black and white.
You're gonna like frame it and glue it together?
Yeah, probably.
Use the model glue, glue it together, and put it on the wall.
If I ever finish building it.
How was your progress?
I got half the border.
I don't have the patience for puzzles.
Yeah, I don't have the attention span for it.
Yeah. Speaking of attention span that you don't have, I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about YouTube censoring this stuff.
Yeah.
So, because you see what's the issue whenever what does someone always say when they censor something? They pull it down. What's the person that's conspiracy minded think? Like, what do you even think? If they're pulling it down, then
because they don't want the facts, or they don't want to get the facts out.
Right. Yeah. So now people purely based on the fact that this video is being taken down and all these links don't work anymore, they're thinking there's some credence to it. When really it's just, I don't agree with the censorship. I think YouTube's policy of taking down any content that doesn't align with WHO guidelines, World Health Organization guidelines, is retarded. Full simple, Jack. Because when we look at the World Health Organization, when this all first started, they said it's not, you can't spread from human to human.
Right.
And they say don't wear masks. So and they've repeatedly been proven to be wrong about this.
Didn't Dr. Fauci say don't wear a mask recently?
The Surgeon General of the United States said don't wear masks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the issue. So we have a lot of people who are authorities on the topic who have been really wrong. So then people who watch stuff like this, that's been proven to be wrong too. Think, well,
so what do you think? You think we need to be wearing masks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when they first said don't wear masks, I'm like, I thought it was more based on like it's not going to protect you from someone else that has it, because wearing a mask just keeps you from spreading it. So I'm like, okay, that part makes sense. Or if it's a quantity issue, like supply and demand, or if you're going out buying with surgical masks, then healthcare workers don't have it. I got that too. But from the science-based perspective, where like it's not gonna, it won't stop it from spreading, or that doesn't matter.
Well, it It keeps you to yourself.
Right. Well, that's the big misconception is the masks. Like if I'm wearing a surgical mask, no filters, regular mask, or a bandana, even it's just to keep my funk off of you.
Hmm.
It's not going to protect me from getting it for
So have
anyone
you been
else.
wearing a mask while you're out and about?
I have not. I have
Mm.
not. But I'm also not in a really highly populated area, and I'm not going out and about very often.
Yeah, I
When I
mean,
do
when I
go
get,
out, like when I do go out, I just stay away from people. It's really the same like mode of operating I've been doing for most of my life anyway.
yeah, I mean, I went out earlier today and had to do some shopping, so I wore the mask. I double it up. There's two of those in there, and one's folded in half. So I put it over, and then I put that one over.
Mm,
Or I do have a surgical mask that sometimes I'll put on and then pull that up over it just to
yeah.
keep the funk.
I've had a couple of masks around here somewhere, but I figure I'm just gonna save them if I have to go anywhere that they require you to wear one. I'll just wear them then. Cause I only have like two or three. And I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I just been wearing it just to it makes people less nervous around you.
It does, but I mean, I've known people were gross for a long
Except
time.
for the teller at the bank. She didn't find it as funny as I did.
Yeah, yeah. I would not want to, or anyone at like a convenience store, gas
Oh, they thought
stations.
it was great. They're like,
Did
anything
they?
else I can get for you today? And I was like, small bills, non-sequential.
All right, that's funny.
That was the first time I was arrested.
Only the first time? No, it wasn't. Today?
Today.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah. Clean record.
So, what's the most controversial thing you've seen? Oh, did you see?
Uh,
We're opening up Florida again, as far as like barbershops and stuff.
yeah,
Governor
I saw it
DeSantis
Monday.
announced today. Yeah,
And you know what? I'm okay with that because here's the thing. A lot of those places, you got to realize they go through thousands of hours of training. Like they have to get so much checked off to even open and get their licensing. They're going to keep their salons clean. They're going to keep their barbershops clean. I think honestly, I have no fear with that. I know those people do a really good job of sanitizing. They already wipe everything down as it is. You think a few extra hair particles on the floor is going to spread corona? I highly doubt it.
right.
I do feel bad that they are in close contact with people. However, they could wear a mask the same way we do. Um, I don't know. I don't see any issue with opening up. I mean, we've had Walmart open, Target, all these big stores open with massive amounts of people as it is. And they're worried about the salon that might have two or three people in it at a max. And I don't know about you, but where I go to get my hair cut, I always feel like there's a chair in between us anyway. So you figure there's 2 feet of space on each side of the 3 foot wide chair. I'm okay with that.
Right.
You're kind of spread out.
You're not that close. Even if someone's in like the seat right adjacent to you, they're all spread out anyway.
Right. And then you're facing different directions and all that. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're going to really start getting into the nervousness of is the air filtering it around? Well, probably, but we've all gone shopping.
Right. So, what do you think about like Walmart and places like that being open, but small businesses having to close?
I never saw a reason why the small businesses should have closed. I understand a lot of the social distancing. However, we would have just limited them to 25% of their capacity as well, just like we did with Walmart. So if the mom and pop boutique store that sells soap down the corner, which usually gets 4 customers a week, is still open and they can only allow 1 or 2 people in the store at a time, okay. Are we worried about the lines outside? Because nobody was 6 feet apart when the lines for these big box stores were open.
See, that's something interesting to me too. So, let's say you're taking these smaller mom and pop style stores, where that probably have a small space as far as where
Right.
they're where it's a small space for you to use in the first place, but then you're forcing people to like not be like you're if they're having to wait outside or wait in
Right.
another area, are you really helping anything at all? If you're still
Well,
having people stack up around each other.
I
And
mean, on the
the bigger issue is like most of these stores, like restaurants especially, you're running on like a 1 to 3% margin for a
right,
profit. So 25% is not sustainable for these businesses anyway,
right.
for a lot of them. So like, are we?
I mean, if you want to look at it that way, then closing them down was the best thing because then you're just killing them in general instead of killing them slowly by accumulating their bills and all that as well. But
There's a good chance a lot of these would have gone down without putting any of these closings and effect in the first place. Without saying you have to close down, a lot of people weren't going to patronize these businesses in the first place.
yeah, look
Some
at
definitely would, but a lot of them, if you look at like the stats for like before the statewide shutdowns happened, you saw that people were using these different restaurants or going to these businesses a lot less on their own. Like we're a lot of
right.
dumbasses out there, but most of us, like, individually,
Um,
people are smart. In
you
mass,
know,
we're all stupid.
I saw today that Sweet Tomatoes is closing down for good, which is
I know
kind of
they're still
sad to
open.
me. Huh?
I know they're still open.
Oh, they're wonderful, and it's sad because it's one of the few buffet places I actually go to.
Dude, are buffets
Um,
not going to be a thing anymore?
I
Probably
don't think it
not.
is. I don't
Probably
think it
not.
is. I think it's over. I think the time of buffets is over. I think the time of salad bars is over.
I'm okay
And
with that.
it's not so much that they were unclean. It's just you can't trust other people to basically mind themselves.
True. But, bro, how many calls do you run in a buffet? Golden Corral.
Oh yeah, but it was never for the food.
No, it's not. It's always for something else.
Yeah,
But
so that
but
doesn't count.
they're still dirty.
But they're not though. That's the thing. And I mean, I can say this from working in the restaurant industry before I even got into EMS. Yeah, you have your unclean things you do. I get it.
Yeah.
But places like, okay, so the Chinese buffet down the road. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna trust it's as clean. Or the Golden Corral where it's like banging out Ponderosa and all that. Yeah, but the Soup Plantation, I'm going to defend them because they were my favorite.
To be fair, you didn't trust the Chinese buffet down the road before the
I
coronavirus too, so
I
it's
I
not a
never
racist
trusted it.
virus thing. You would
There's
never want to go
one,
there. I'd always want to get Chinese, and you're like, we can't go there.
yeah, there's one that I trust, and I'm actually really, really scared that they're not going to open before I get to indulge it one last time. I think
Which
if they open for one more time, I'm gonna go balls to the walls ballistic.
which one?
King Buffet over in Apopka.
Oh
Did I ever
wait,
take you to that
I don't
one?
think you did.
Oh, it's a
I don't
little
think you
hodgepodge
have.
in there. It's fantastic.
Dude, I haven't been to a
It's probably one of my
buffet.
favorite. They have the creamiest wontons, like or crab rangoon, and they have by far the best egg rolls.
That's King Buffet.
Yeah,
No, wait. No, I think I have been there. No, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure I have. Yeah, you didn't take me there. Someone else did.
I usually take quite a bit of people there. It's a good little place to go.
That's gonna be a
I'm
bummer.
I'm really hoping they survive.
It's tough, man.
Yeah,
It's
my little Chinese place around here has been doing pretty good since they reopened.
oh, they reopened.
Well, they were shut down for the health inspector.
When
It
did they
wasn't their
reopen?
fault. It
Just in time
wasn't
to get
their
shut down
fault.
again?
I
What did you
deny that it
do?
was their fault.
Oh, you're
Huh?
blaming someone. Oh, because you love the food. You just
I
don't want
love
to
the
accept
food
that
so much.
that
I don't
there's
want to accept that
probably.
they were shut down for being dirty.
Can't you like look up and see why they got shut
I know
down?
exactly why they were shut down, and I'm just ignoring it. It
What was it?
happens.
What was it?
Every Chinese food place eventually puts the wrong thing in the wrong fridge. I bet you they were in a rush. They had like raw food, overcooked food, and stuff.
That seems kind of sketch though. I
Yeah,
haven't worked
I
food
get
industry
it.
though, so I don't know. I don't know how it is. It seems like
It's
chaos.
bad. It's really bad. I try and defend it, but honest to God, you want to talk shit on it, it's bad. It really is. I just try and deny that it's happening because that's what makes me feel better at the end of the day when I'm chowing down on my lo mein.
As you're eating it, hoping it's not next to the other
As long
parasite.
as it doesn't still meow at me, I'm okay.
As you're devouring the salmonella.
Yeah, it's as long as it's not purring, I'm good. I'm okay with it.
What a
It's
good
just extra
bargain.
flavor at that point. I
Yeah.
mean, how many times have you eaten a bug by accident? It's all right. We're not going to go out and eat bugs, but eventually you get one in your mouth. It's all right. Little protein.
Yeah, if I had a cat in my food, I'm not gonna just eat the cat and be like, oh, a little
How do you know it's a
protein.
cat? If it's cooked up in some teriyaki sauce and it's done pretty well, I mean,
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
if I gave you something and I didn't tell you what it was and you enjoyed it, and then I tell you what it is, you still enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's how I had calamari the first time.
Yeah,
It wasn't
and
shaped
you
like a
know
squid,
what?
and it was fried though.
You
Frying it makes
may
a big difference.
you may go back and try it again.
I
I
have.
will admit that I do like fried squid. I love fried calamari.
It's good.
I do not like baked squid or anything like that.
The only fried thing I can think of that I don't like is fried pickles. It's because I loathe pickles.
Oh, I love fried pickles.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, those are probably one of my favorite things.
Pretty much anything else fried though immediately makes it better. There's tons of stuff I
It's
wouldn't eat not fried, but fried I'll be like, give it to me.
fried pickles, just a blue cheese.
I don't like blue cheese either.
Mm, that's my
Mm.
favorite go-to drunk meal.
Really?
Hmm.
No, mine's pretty much
Fried
tacos.
fried pickles, chicken wings, blue cheese dressing. Oh, and French fries.
Who has the best fries? It's tough,
Like
right?
like fast food or
Nah, sure. Well, you can do both categories. For
okay.
fast food, I would say Checkers or Rallies if you're not from the South.
Yeah,
I think they have
I'll
the
give it
best fast food
Checkers.
fries. I love that seasoned fries.
Yeah, I'll give it Checkers.
Yeah,
Um, Arby's too.
like curly fries. Because that seasoning
Hmm.
again, yeah, those curly fries are good. I don't really like anything else from Arby's that much though. Like it's not
Oh
bad. It's just
man,
not really spectacular.
you're so wrong.
So what's your go-to there?
That roast beef sandwich with the cheddar cheese, the beef and cheese, the hot.
It's not bad. It's not spectacular for me.
You're right. It's all right. Oh, look at that. So much better. Oh, now I don't feel like I have to lean down.
No, you look much more. You sound better too. They improved your posture, improved everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I
Oh
need to
my
sit up
God.
more now. I feel like I'm slouching over here.
Yeah. Well, I've been stuck at this desk all day. So the way we've been handling our quarantine is when Jess is home, she works from the office on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. So those are the days that I have my office to do my work. And then on days that she's doing from home work, I work in her office and she works in mine.
I was wondering why you weren't in yours.
Yeah,
Why you
yeah.
got? Why you're in that little corner?
Well, the corner is nice because I get to look out the window.
I was like, what'd you do?
I've had great airflow all day.
Did you open it? It's a nice day.
Yeah, I've had the window open all day today. It was a nice little winter day in spring.
So what are you gonna miss the most? Like, what are you missing the most right now?
Um, it's funny is everybody's been like, "Oh, I miss people. I miss going out downtown." I don't. I
Well, you never
really
really
don't.
did that to begin with.
This is the best thing for me because honestly, it gives me the opportunity to interact with you guys and other people on a limited basis where I don't feel like you're leaving me out of things because I like to be invited out. I don't like to go out.
It's always infuriating with you because like I'll go out and do something that I know you have no interest in doing. If I
Yeah,
don't invite you though, you're mad I didn't invite you.
right.
It's just the point now where I just like I know you don't want to do this, but I'm doing this. And you'll be like, no thanks. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm
I
coming
might
now.
surprise you one day.
Every now and then, but I'm not holding my breath.
I'm not a I'm not a big party goer. I'm not a downtown person. My bars are ones that I can go to and have a cigar and just sit and relax and watch people walk by and just breathe. I like parks. If you guys invited me out kayaking, you would get a yes. But when you invite me to go spend $150 and stumble my way home and try to not get killed by my Uber driver,
When's the last time I've done that?
I don't know, probably pretty recently before the
Mm,
quarantine.
nope. I don't think I've been downtown this year at all.
You know who's a good friend?
Who?
Steve Brackett. You know why? Because he invites me out for chicken wings.
Ooh, that's a good
You
friend
want to know
move.
how he gets me out of the house so much?
Food.
Bring. You want to go get chicken wings with me? Fuck yeah. I think I told him no once and I rescheduled for the next day.
All right, that's
I, I,
fair.
I sent him my entire calendar one day. I was like, pick a day for chicken wings. And guess what? We had wings the next day.
I'm proud of you.
Hmm? That's a good friend.
That is a good friend.
Chicken wings. You can win my
Wow.
heart over.
So you're just
You
calling
want to
me.
hang out?
So you're calling
You
me a
want to
bad
hang
friend right
out?
now in front of everybody.
You want to hang out? Pick me up a 20 rack of chicken wings and come split it with me. I'll give you a beer. Free. You have to buy the wings. So you're technically paying for your beer
Yeah.
with
And
wings.
and a bunch more. What kind of
Everybody's
wings?
like, oh, tacos. Yeah, tacos. Or nuggets. Fuck you.
Right, how
Chicken wings is the
dare you
original.
disparage tacos? What is wrong with you?
You know what's so funny is every time I see those charts where they have tacos on it and people are like, what's the one food you can't give up? I can give up tacos.
I could. Yeah, I could.
Because have you ever had a fucking burrito?
Just put it all in a
Eat,
bowl.
eat the 4 tacos at
Pick
once like a man in a
pick
burrito.
just pick any other Mexican food or on the menu. It's all just a different combination of the same ingredients.
Oh my God, chili rellenos? No, they're not. Chili rellenos was put here by God himself. They're like, here you go.
I don't know what that is.
Where they take the chili pepper and they stuff it with like the meat and cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love how your podcast about mental health and shit is now about my eating habits.
Well, it's so everyone knows why I'm so fucked up.
Why?
Like
Because of me?
this is my best friend. Yeah, you see some of my bad friend. He never wants to do anything with me, so I won't feed him.
I don't think you're a bad friend. I just think you have bad choices in inviting me out. Why can't we ever go axe throwing?
You've never you can't just blame me for not inviting you to stuff. You never invite me anywhere either.
That's true. I don't go out.
You never invite me to go do anything either. Like
But I
invite me
don't
to go
go
axe
out.
throwing. I want to go on a mandate.
You want to come over and hang out with me and watch a movie? I mean, I'll cook a pizza. We'll do that.
Can we have tacos?
I'll grill some tacos.
I'm down. All right, let's do this.
Little chicken, little peppers on the grill.
You are a
Throw,
good cook.
throw the tortillas on the grill too, so
So
they
that's
get
what
that
I'll do.
nice
I'm just
char.
gonna invite myself over and say, "Hey, cook me food." We'll
Well,
hang
you
out.
know what? That's actually probably one of the best ways to hang out with me is be like, hey, can I come over for dinner? Yeah. What do you want me to make? I like cooking.
Perfect.
Jess and I are making mac and cheese for Mother's Day for both of our parents. So what we're doing is this year, because, well, the quarantine, we do still want to see our parents and hang out with our moms. You know, it's typical human nature. So what we decided to do was each parent were cooking dinner for. So like Saturday, we're cooking dinner for my mom, and we're doing like a barbecue for her because she likes to have hamburgers by the pool. So I'm making mac and cheese. I'm making street corn, and then hamburgers. For her mom, she's doing chicken, so we're bringing over mac and cheese and street corn, and she's doing um, chicken.
I like how excited you are. It sounds
We're
good
doing
though.
the same sides 2 days in a row, but it's mac and cheese.
You can
And
do that. Yeah.
what we did last night, oh my God, you want me to show you what we did last night? I'm
Maybe when
ruining
we're
your
not recording.
podcast. Your
So this
podcast
is.
your podcast is so serious all the
I was
time. We're
about to
talking
lie and
about,
just say I didn't hit record and just tell you this whole thing got lost when I don't post it.
oh, that's fine. So I want you to see this bacon.
Okay.
All
Oven
right.
baked.
Now, it's hard to see it. It's oven baked.
Yeah.
It's a sriracha brown sugar bacon. Yeah.
That does sound good.
It was so good. And what
Was
we're
it?
going to do is we're going to cut that up into the macaroni and cheese.
Oh my God. Can I come?
Yeah, sriracha mac.
Yeah, when is it?
We're doing sriracha mac tonight.
I can't tonight.
Okay, well, there'll be some in the fridge.
Okay, so I'll come over tomorrow then.
There you go.
Perfect.
Actually, no, tomorrow's Mom's Mother's Day.
Oh.
Monday?
Maybe Monday.
You don't have a job. What are you doing?
What are you
Oh, you're
talking about?
freelancing. Oh, you're
Yeah.
freelancing now.
Yeah.
You should get a freelance gig working as a paramedic in New York, writing about paramedics working in New York.
I tried. They didn't want me to go.
That's right. You would have to pay taxes on it.
Okay, that's how high
So
are
how
those
do you
taxes?
feel about that? How do you feel about that? Because I was talking to somebody the other day, and this is the comment they brought up. How can the state of New York tax you if the state of New York didn't pay you?
I agree.
How does that happen? Like what? I don't understand New York tax code. Some groups that I work with, they send teams up there. Some of those teams were up there 30 plus days. You realize that's 24 hours of pay for 30 days. Like, New York taxing them is going to devastate them.
Oh, and look how much money, like it just seems like it's greasy palm money grubbing Cuomo BS. Yeah.
Governor nipple rings.
Yeah.
By the way, you think they were?
Wait, did he have them?
Yeah. Did you think they were his nipple rings?
No.
You didn't see
What are you talking about?
the video? The
No.
video of Governor Cuomo, he was talking and he was wearing a white polo but no t-shirt, and you can see metal barbells underneath the shirt where his nipples should have been.
I'd have to look this up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing since Clinton surprises me. Bill. Are you eating?
No. I got you a pineapple, Justin. And just like your dreams.
Oh. And that seems like a good spot to
No, that's how we win the Grammy. No, we just won a Grammy. That was so dramatic.
That was dramatic. Like Grammys.
That was so dramatic. We just, what's a podcast award? Grammy and Emmy?
I don't think it.
We won the Golden Microphone. So you know what? Hey, did you know that Paramedics OTA was the 2019 local podcast award winner? The award is prestigious. It's passed out by Michael Marasco every year to his favorite local podcast. Amazingly, we won it.
Wow. Oh, go us. Go us.
Yeah, look at that. No, but seriously. So seriously, I know this is your bullshit first quarantine interview, I think, right? No. Is this your first video quarantine? Is this what we decided to do?
Yeah.
Is this your first video interview and this is what we decided to talk about?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, this is why we don't have friends.
I had all of this
let alone
out.
Fans. Yeah, your text to me was, I have so much to talk about.
Yeah, and then you start playing with your balls and shit, and then you just totally derail everything, talking about food.
That's what you paid me for.
You are. I'll pay
you. Were like,
shit.
You were like, hey, get on my podcast and play with your balls. So I brought you a ball.
No, I said don't play with your balls this time.
Oh.
Every time.
Well, start using proper punctuation, Mr.
Listen, I'm getting very testy about this whole ball thing.
It's funny. That's funny. So, no, what did you want to talk about today? Come on, I got a few more minutes. Let's do it.
Well, you kind of deflated my pineapple, not knowing what the Plandemic thing was. We went to rant about that for a while.
Plandemic, yeah.
When I texted you, I was all hot and bothered about it because I've been looking into. All right, so usually I can go on Facebook. If someone posts something I don't agree with, I scroll on by. Like lately, when it comes to like political interactions or anything controversial, where it turns into a debate or a long discussion, I don't get involved unless I'm asked to or somebody comments on something I posted. But then with all that info,
paramedic here with a little bit of experience and research.
Listen to me, people. Look at me. You're welcome for my service.
I got thanked for my service the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, no shit. It was actually funny because they were actually really happy because we were able to get them paid back. They were out of work. They were put out by the company and they weren't being paid. And
Are you talking about EMS
paid back? Huh?
You're talking about EMS agencies?
Yeah, because our guys are really busting their asses. I'm going to tell you right now, EMTs and paramedics are the unsung heroes here. And the reason being, and it's not because they're responding to the COVID and the other calls, they do this every day. Every single day, they get up, they go out, and they do this. How often do you hear people distinguish EMS from any other first responder? Most groups, like fire departments, they don't even call their ambulance an ambulance. They call it a rescue, a fire rescue apparatus.
Yeah.
Newsflash, 90% of your job is running medical calls. It really should be paramedic firefighter, EMT firefighter. It's really sad and disheartening that we've gotten away from EMS being what it should be, which is skilled healthcare professionals. I mean, can I swear on your podcast?
I've been swearing.
Okay, so for fuck's sakes, think about this. I forgot my train of thought because I wanted to swear. I was so excited to say
Oh,
for
just
fuck's
just
sakes.
just go with it.
No, no. So for fuck's sakes, EMS has been under the Department of Transportation for how long?
Yeah, no, it's your Department of Health.
It should be the
Since
Department
its
of Health.
inception, since the inception
Right,
of EMS has been under Department of
right.
Transportation.
And it's nothing
You could be
against
DOH all day.
transportation. It's nothing against the Department of Transportation
Right,
at
but our
all.
job is no longer transportation. Well, back then it was just transportation. Back then it
Right.
was just, okay, someone's jacked up, throw them in our modified hearse and get them to the hospital. You don't
We
do
do
anything.
so many
But
cool
now,
things now.
yeah.
You know, you and I think you know him, but I have a really good friend named Alex who went up to be a paramedic up in Chicago. He works on a mobile stroke unit.
Those are
It's a
so
mobile CT
cool.
scanner.
Yeah, those are awesome.
That's EMS. EMS is now on the forefront of new technology and constantly growing. It's time we get treated like that. It's time they get treated like the professionals they are. Honest to God, dude, I am so sick and tired of everybody browbeating EMS and just being like, they're the third service. No, guess what? When you're having a heart attack, you don't want the cop there. Well, you do because he keeps us. But unless he's going to start doing EMS, what's his need? And I get fire. Fire serves a purpose. However, we're burning out our firefighters by making them run double. It's okay to have an ambulance transport that has just an EMT and paramedic to do your medical calls while you do the technical stuff.
Well, here's what's fucked up even more about that thing is FDNY does that. They have separate EMS, but yet they still get treated like shit.
Yeah.
They're wearing the same patches, working for the same department, the same super prestigious department, but then you still have EMTs and paramedics who are single cert, who aren't firefighters too, being treated like dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's infuriating, dude. Absolutely infuriating.
It is.
Because you know how it is. Like when you're a lot of times you're stationed at a firehouse, even if you work for a different agency, you're stationed at a local firehouse. How often in those 24-hour shifts are you actually sleeping in that firehouse? But meanwhile, they're doing the engine rollers on the tones drop because it's for EMS, not for fire.
Now, I will give some love to when I was on the truck and when I worked for a private company that was run by a hospital. Our firefighters took care of us, but
Yeah.
we also took care of them. There was a couple of stations that if we canceled them a certain amount of calls on a shift and handled it ourselves, they would cook us dinner the next shift. Have you had some of that cooking?
Oh, it's the best
Good.
I've ever
See,
eaten.
my
Firehouse eating is
whole
the best I've ever had. And
yeah, my
there's some
whole
really, really cool fire crews. Like I've had some that have been absolutely amazing. You understand how much bullshit it is, how they get
yeah.
dicks kicked in every shift. But
I
there's some
appreciate
assholes too.
food. I love that this whole podcast about me and my love for food.
It really has been. It's been very thin. I think I'm just gonna change the entire thing. Mental health, and let's talk about tacos and wings.
Well, you know what? For me, that was always my comfort. Like comfort, food is my comfort. And it's not that I'm sitting there pounding down cakes or whatever, because I had a little bit of a problem, got the weight down, happens.
You're very handsome.
However, I do like good food. I do like, cooking is a comfort for me. So on a stressful day, I can release some frustration by cooking something. Like doing a good meal, like something fun. I love to grill. I love to barbecue. I love to do a lot of Italian cooking from traditional to non. It's all it's my release. It's my hobby. It really is.
I wish I liked cooking as much as like you do. I
Oh
don't.
man,
For
I
me, it's
love it.
like it's
How many people
tedious.
season their eggs before they fry them up?
I don't even
Just
season them afterwards. I scramble them and then I eat them. I just this morning I had 2 eggs, cracked them, dumped them in a bowl, scrambled them, and cooked them. That's it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
made scrambled eggs the other day. I use a little paprika, a little garlic powder, onion powder, just seasoned them up, made them
Are you even speaking
something.
English right now? I don't understand any of these words.
Yeah, you do.
You know I don't speak French.
You're living on your own now. You got to learn how to cook.
No, I don't. No, I do not. I can usually grill.
Stop ordering out. That's what's going to be the death of you.
I haven't ordered out yet this entire week.
Do you just not
I
eat?
did get fast food once though. And by once I mean twice.
Oh man, I do have to say there is
It was the
some.
first. It was the first night I moved in. I didn't have any food with me.
There really is some really good side effects, I guess you could say, of the pandemic.
Unintended
Uh,
consequences.
yeah, delivery and takeout food. They have really stepped up their game.
Well, most places can only deliver now, so is their game still good? You just can't go in and get it.
Right. So now it's just like less stress on the employees because less people in the building, a lot
Do
less
you think it's worse
Karens.
for the delivery drivers?
Oh, I think it is. I think it
It's
is.
got to be.
For the love of God, people tip your delivery drivers. I
That's a
mean,
big reason I'm not going to order a lot because I can't afford to tip a ton. I know
yeah,
I always tip well to begin with, but
I bet you don't.
no, no, it's 20% at least.
What?
20% at least.
45 if it's delivery.
That's not a thing. That's what you do.
No, that's what you should do. You should start doing that.
I'm just
Everybody's
not gonna
been
get.
doing it.
I'm just not gonna get delivery.
Dude, everybody's been doing it forever. Do it. Do it tonight.
I'm not doing it tonight.
Do it. No, no. Yeah, 18%'s good. Pizza delivery guy, slip him a fiver. He's happy.
That's what I usually do. It depends
Yeah,
on the total
man.
order.
So how's your little podcast going? You doing good?
I guess we'll find out when I post this.
Oh, this is going to be funny. People are going to watch it thinking it's going to be the best thing ever and be
Well,
like,
we're
oh.
using. How much time do we have left on this Zoom meeting? We're using the free one. We only have 40 minutes, right?
No, we only have 2 people. So I think you get like
I don't know how it works.
a
So
little bit more
this is
time.
how it's going. I'm literally just making up as I go and I have no idea what I'm doing.
I like it. We should do it again
So
more structured.
I don't know because every time I come in with a structure, the only way to have any kind of structure with you is to make it a list show, and you hate list shows, but
I
otherwise
like
you never stay on topic.
I just like to derail you a little bit and have fun with
I'm
it.
just not gonna have any plans to talk about anything. I'm just gonna come on all this bullshit for a while, and then
You love it though.
I mean it's fun talking. Well, that is kind of the reason we started doing the podcast in the first place. We would just talk and hang out, like, oh, this is good. I think we also
Yeah, and
vastly overestimate how interesting we are to other people.
I think honestly we're gonna get back on track. It's been really hard with work. As you can tell, we're recording late at night right now. Like what is it, like 5 o'clock? Six
Yeah,
o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
yeah. You must be exhausted, way past your bedtime.
Oh my god, dude, you have no idea.
I don't want
It's
to say
like
anything, but you look terrible.
my day starts at about 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. And then some nights it doesn't end until like 9 or 10. And I'm just burnt. And honestly, I've been so burnt out with Zooms and phone calls. And um, I've always been a much more better in-person speaker than I am on the phone or in audio, like video stuff like this. So for me, this has been a challenge. But I do like the fact that I can handle all my states at once and I can handle locals from all over the state in one day via Zoom. I do like that I get to see you and talk to you. So it's not like I'm sitting on the phone.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm worn out. Like, I'm at the point where it is exhausting. It's the same issues all over. We're doing our best just to try and help people through, but after a while you just don't have anywhere else you can go or push or do, and it wears thin because you want to see people get treated like the humans they are, get treated like somebody, not a number.
Right.
So many of my guys are just a number to these corporations, and they're a dime a dozen, as I was told one time, and
You're just a pulse in
it's
the patch.
yeah, it's disheartening. It's like, there's so many amazing providers that I meet and talk to every day, and hearing their stories and hearing things that they tell me, it's sad. I hurt for them because I want to be able to help them.
What
We
sucks
had a
too.
really good positive win finally in one of my counties here, where they just ratified a contract for 10% increases to the EMTs and 12% increases to the paramedics, finally giving them a wage that's worth it. Where their paramedics are starting over 17 an hour and their EMTs are starting over 13, and it's almost unheard of in the state.
That's crazy. That's abysmal too. Like that's still super low, but for EMTs and medics, that's a huge increase.
Right, because I've got EMTs that are making $9 an hour.
Bro, I was a paramedic with half a decade experience working, making was it 11 and change?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had 5 years of experience. Don't
Yeah,
say
but
half a decade. It
it
doesn't
sounds
sound
more
cool.
dramatic. Listen,
It
I'm old
doesn't.
now. I get to say things like that.
It doesn't.
Look at this. There's got to be gray in here somewhere.
Let's see. When I first started as an EMT, I was making 875.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Whatever. I was
It
pretty
was
much making
better.
minimum wage.
It was better than the 750 I was making at Target.
Yeah. Are the conditions better though?
Depends. Depends on the situation.
You get some fun at that Target too, though.
Oh my God, I had so much fun.
So before, did you ever work stuff? You gotta go.
I'm sorry.
Do you gotta go? Do you ever work stuff?
No, I was just reading an email. Sorry. No, it's all right.
Just stop in the middle of a conversation and read an email? What's the
Yeah,
matter with you?
well,
It's either a work thing. So if he says a work thing, it's okay, cool, do your work thing. But if you're
well, I
just
know
gonna
you've seen
stop mid sentence and read an email,
you've seen us more in the
this is
press.
why
We've
you have
been
no friends. It's not so much that you
we
don't like anybody else, that you push us away.
we've been sending out press releases like left and right and letters and
I
everything.
saw one
Like,
Phil just posted.
yeah, our national director is pulling no more punches. Like,
Good. Yeah, it
no
was
bullshit.
savagely written too. He's
Yeah,
not holding back. I
yeah.
like that. That's what we
That
need to do.
company, and you know what? I saw that Level Zero was pushing it and all that. It's very public, so I can say it. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Care Ambulance doesn't care. That's where the hashtag don't care came from. You have this company that's just treating their employees absolutely like dog shit.
So explain to our three listeners, or the one person still listening to this, what's going on with care, what they're doing.
Oh, hour cuts, brownouts, not treating people fairly, not taking care of presumptive
So what I
stuff.
read,
Like,
so they're cutting hours for staff.
right.
They're cutting. I mean, these people are already making like bottom of the barrel wages to begin with.
Yeah.
They're cutting their hours, but then they're also bringing in consultants to for anti-union meetings,
Mm-hmm.
or what do they call it
We
officially?
we have no money to pay you, but sure as shit we can pay these high price attorneys
Because the employees were petitioning to bring in your union to
just
represent
to have a
them,
voice. They're
just
petitioning
to
to
get a
have a
voice at the table.
voice.
Yeah, but the company
And
says we
it's
can't
not
pay
even
you. They're cutting their hours. We can't
it's
pay
not
you, but they'll bring in
it's not
outside
even
consultants to pay them what thousands to come
yeah,
in there. And
it's not even anything that they're going to bring down the company. All they want to do is help you make it better. They have some positive
right,
ideas. Your employees usually know what makes things.
yeah, and keeping employees is good for the company and the community, which is kind of the point of you being there in the first friggin' place.
And I don't want to hear anybody turn around and do the whole, oh, I don't know where they're getting a union. Unions don't do shit, because just about everybody has an IFF shirt. Every one of your firefighters are union.
Oh yeah,
Most of your cops are union. Almost all of your electricians, plumbers, all these people are part of unions. And guess what? They are good, solid jobs. They are good, solid careers
a lot of them
because they
because
have,
they've had unions come in.
yeah. So it's
Well,
EMS's turn.
especially with public service, because when I first I'm not big on the labor unions, but when it comes to public service, where you have a company that comes in, you're an agency, whether it's a county, private company, whatever it is, that provides an essential service. This is not this bullshit. Everyone's essential now, delivering pizza, opening liquor stores. This is essential as essential gets. Life and
Right.
death services being provided by a company. This company is treating their employees like shit, paying them terribly, and you have people burning out. You have people who like you have veterans of the service are 2 years in because it's a revolving door. As soon as you get enough
Mm-hmm.
experience to go somewhere else, you go somewhere else. A lot of these places are like the McDonald's of healthcare. Like for the
Yeah.
longest time, EMS has been considered a job, not a career. Because you go to school, you become an EMT, you go and become a paramedic. Then what do? You either become a firefighter, so you can retire and get a pension, or you go on to nursing school. How many friends do we know who on nursing school? How many
A
of them really
lot.
wanted to or did it because they have families you can't support? You can barely support yourself on EMS wages, much less a family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time that EMS becomes a freaking career. You should be able to have somebody retired to the last agency I worked for after very, very long time. Like a full, like his entire adult life was basically EMS. And he
Mm-hmm.
retired as a street medic. And like, do you know how rare that is?
Yeah.
How many people do you know actually spend an entire career working on the street as a first responder, as a paramedic, or an EMT?
Not many, not
No,
many. But we want to
no.
change that. We want to make it so that way you can come in, start your career, and end it somewhere and be okay, be set for life.
Right. Well, that was the point I was
Be
getting
able
to
to have a
with
comfortable.
that's what I want to say too. Where I want the unions for EMS because this is an area. Let's say okay. So the person, like I did it several times. I worked for agencies I didn't like. They weren't treating me well. They weren't paying me well. So I went to go work somewhere else. But here's the issue with that. Like if it's just a job where I'm a roofer or doing floor or whatever. Okay, there's market competition. Those aren't essential services like that. But here's what happens when you have people who are leaving these agencies. All the citizens who are paying tax money, which the county is paying the employees or the company to come in and provide these services.
Mhm.
These tax-paying citizens are getting subpar care because they're getting brand new people. I don't care how good spirited you are, how much potential you have. If you're brand new, like there's nothing in this field like experience.
Right.
But you're forcing all the experienced people out. They're going to greener pastures.
And the more experienced people you have, the more your new guys learn what they need to do.
Exactly. So, so that's why I'm saying like public service. I am 100% behind having unions involved to give us an equal footing at the table. Because I had no idea. I mean, I'm sure you had no idea how bad it was when you're getting into it. You're all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and like, oh, I'm gonna help save lives. But meanwhile,
Oh,
like,
I had a tool belt.
remember? Oh yeah, the bat belt and everything, the
Hmm.
utility belt. I did. I probably did too.
A couple of
You
months go
notice?
by,
You notice
it
like the
starts
longer.
diminishing, diminishing,
Right. You
diminishing.
can tell so long someone's been EMS by how little equipment they carry on their person.
Then it got to the point where I basically had a pen and a knife, and that was
Yeah.
it.
I've got a
And you were lucky if I had the pen.
I've got the pen, an EMS style knife. I usually have shears and my stethoscope and like a notepad. That's
But
mostly
what's
it.
the difference between the EMS knife and
There's
just a
not
regular?
there's not a point on the end of it, so I can't hurt
Oh,
myself. And there's like the best part. There's an O2 key.
oh, you probably also need safety crayons
That's
too,
the
huh?
best part. You know my favorite flavor? Red.
I bet.
It's a seatbelt cutter I've literally never used. You ever cut a seatbelt?
With a knife.
I did it with I think shears once.
Actually, I have cut a seatbelt, and it was because it was tangled. Like I don't even know how this happened. Like I, I can't even begin to describe it. Basically, it looked like somebody was trying to get the seatbelt off, but lassoing more around the buckle while they're trying to take it off, and it basically like wrapped up and just it was like a rat's nest.
It just gets worse the more they do it.
Right.
I've never had a real bad seatbelt
It
entanglement,
was fun
fortunately.
because the person I was working with, we both kind of did the whole. Hmm, this isn't even really. It's like a fender bender, and we have to cut your seatbelt.
But it wasn't even bad.
How did this happen? You know what I think? You know what I think? I really honestly God think it was like Jurassic Park, and the pieces didn't fit, so they just tied them in the helicopter when they were landing.
No, I remember that.
Like he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be landed by the time you get it right."
You just ties it. Yeah. So,
This has been fun. I appreciate you having me on.
well, it's nice to just talk a little bit. I don't care if no one likes this. It's my podcast. I do what I want.
Yeah, somebody will listen to it, or they'll turn it off, or they'll turn it off because it's got me on it.
Or we'll keep it going because it has you on it.
Hmm. If anybody does, please shoot us in an email and let us know that I was the reason you continue listening to this podcast.
Dude, so I realized I don't
It
have.
boosts my self-esteem. You can email him at justin.tindel, Tindel, at yahoo.com. He would love to learn more about Jehovah's Witnesses, the Jewish community, the Muslim community, the Buddhist community. He also likes to be signed up for free diapers, formula, KY jelly. So when you're signing him up, it's Tindel. If you email me, I will be more than happy to get his address for you, and you can have stuff started shipped to his house. I recommend the following sites: gummydicks.com, shitsenders.uk, or .com. It might be .com. He loves those type of surprises. He also likes random visits in the night, cuddles, and what else do you like? Oh, pantyhose. You can sign him up for pantyhose, I
There
think.
it is. There it
Yeah.
is. You found the favorite. I was waiting. I'm like, is he gonna mention the pantyhose
So
thing?
I laugh because I've been doing this job for a little bit, and the one thing I do see is people suck, and they sign you up for everything.
Wait, so someone's actually doing that to you?
You should see my clutter. My clutter inbox on my email has stuff that I've never even heard of.
I don't think I can see it sometime.
Oh my God, it's
So people,
great.
people that don't like you, they straight trolling you.
Yeah, they just sign you up for stuff. One of our guys one time, they put an ad on Craigslist for a hot tub and put his name and number to it. It was pretty funny. He got a bunch of calls about the hot tub.
That's pretty funny.
One person one time had people calling him from like a dating site.
That's good, innocent fun.
Yeah, I mean, all right, whatever. At least you're not damaging anything, but it gets
Right.
annoying. But yeah, it's a big joke. So if you want to
I'm
sign
sure.
anybody up for anything, it's justin.tyndall@yahoo.com.
See, now I'm glad only 3 people listen to this. Now,
I
now
would
not
just
being popular is going to be really, it's going to be a real
the
boom from
sad
this point.
the sad part is I would be curious to see, I would want to see what the funniest thing is. Like, what's the funniest thing they can sign me up for?
If you gave my correct email address, I would say that, but
I did you a solid. You could have just kept quiet about it.
I was going to.
Now they're gonna figure out that they have to remove the dot.
God damn it.
I did
Yeah.
you a solid.
At this point, no one's going to be listening anyway.
If they
Obviously.
are, that's gonna be great.
I
I
might
tell
have
you
to
what,
really
the
increase my spam
person
filter.
the
Well,
person that
I'll use a
sends
separate
the
email for this
person
podcast.
the person that signs Justin up for the funniest thing in my voting, he has to bring up to me. But the funniest one, when we do make a Paramedics on the Air shirt, you can have the first one. It may just be me writing Paramedics on a white T-shirt and giving it to you, but that'll be special. It'll be something special that
Oh,
only you
can we do
have.
handmade T-shirts?
We should. We should do handmade
We're just
T-shirts
the
that
most
we sign and just
ghetto,
throw out.
poor EMS style. Oh, that'd be
You know, it's gonna be
fantastic.
great. I'm gonna toss it out to a few people, and then we got to see where we can see them in the wild. We'll have T-shirt spottings.
Ooh, that'd be good. Have to give them away, but
Or we do
fun.
like the news junkie, the
Magnets.
yeah, the game of magnets. They could be game of T-shirts. That gets exciting. You're in the Sam's
Oh,
Club trying to rip
everyone's
it
just
off of
yanking shirts
somebody.
off each other.
Please don't do that. Disclaimer: Paramedics OTA does not support or condone violence against another individual in the store, even if it is as a joke. Keep your distance, social that is.
Good job.
All right, real quick.
Good
You know what
job.
I find amazing? I
What?
do find amazing all these fucking ads and everything. We're just so well marketed out and ready to roll for all this. Who thought of
Oh, you're
social
going with the
distancing?
conspiracy that they're all ready for it.
Yeah. Although I did like my
I
favorite
don't
ad
see
this
a
week.
lot of them that were. I think. What was your favorite ones? I don't see a lot of them that came out immediately.
My favorite
I don't
ad
watch
this
TV.
week is the International Diamond Center. Here at IDC, we are essential. They have an entire commercial about how they're essential and
Well,
why they're still open.
who else is gonna keep all those blood diamond mines going? Those orphans need their bread scraps.
I was kind of hoping that diamonds were going to drop like gas did. I've always wanted to have a bag of diamonds. I've always wanted to walk into a store and be like, "Ha! Here's my diamonds. Give me the gallon of milk."
You're overpaying for milk. Not sure know
Am
why. That
I?
probably would cost a diamond.
Just one diamond, a little chip of it. Here's a flake.
Just it's a couple carrots. That's all.
No, every cool villain is trying to steal a bag of diamonds.
Did you see? Oh, what's the Adam Sandler movie? Hidden Gems.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
It's
Uncut
good.
Gems.
Uncut Gems. That's right. Hidden Gems. Uncut Gems is really good.
Do you know what every other villain in the world was trying to steal too back in the day? Do you know what the master plans to take over the universe can be found?
Floppy disk.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have that?
Because every childhood, every TV show, the villain was trying to steal a floppy disk, and the hero had to get it back. I really don't know what's on this one. I really wish I had a
I
floppy
don't
disk.
know. No, I don't want to know what's on that.
Oh my god, it's probably some like old school project. Dude, this thing had storage on it. Look at this.
How much? I can't see it. The exposure's too big.
1.484
1.44.
megs.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
My God.
Wow.
Holy crap. That is substantial.
This is what the next episode of Paramedics is recorded on.
It's just the first 3 seconds of the intro.
That's what we should do. I should just give out commemorative floppy disk.
There you go. Just right.
There's a special
We can get
episode
stickers.
on it.
We'll get stickers like labels for the floppy disk with our logo on. We'll put those on floppy disks and toss them out.
The best part is it's got a really cool secret episode on it, and if you can play it, you get it. And then 100 of our listeners will get it on a cassette tape. And for one special listener, you get my personal copy of
Patrick. I've never seen that movie.
But you can listen to the soundtrack.
Oh my God.
Yep, one lucky listener will get my copy of Backdraft. And look, you know it's my copy because it's got my name on it.
That's quite the prize.
So
That's
the writing desk that we have in this this office was my desk from when I was in high school.
Oh no.
So that's why there's like tapes in here, because I used to have a nice little stereo next to my desk, and here's Pearl Jam's 10 album.
That's a good prize.
That's a good prize. That's why I'm keeping it.
Yeah, that's a good prize.
You can have Backdraft.
Good.
This is like nostalgia drawer, man. This is like fun. I'm glad we're doing this together.
I sat you down to go through. It's like an unboxing video, but nobody cares.
Right. Our it's actually funny. Our high school used to have a bank. I guess the account's not even active anymore. But they used to put our logo on checks.
Wait, you're saying your high school actually prepared you for life?
Huh?
Your high school actually prepared you for life?
Yeah, dude, we had a whole bank. They used to give us these checks. Let's see. Oh yeah, I learned how to actually like balance a check.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I was actually pretty good at this shit. I don't know what went wrong.
What?
You know what happened? Somebody told me EMS was a good job.
Oh, that's where you got screwed.
No,
yeah,
I'm just
like,
kidding.
Oh, yeah,
We're going to make it better. Anyway.
You already have. It's getting way better.
This was actually the best part of your podcast today, was my walk down nostalgia, because we got to take people on a tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you think that.
Huh?
I'm glad you think that.
I have a lot of fun with it.
And that's what the whole thing's about anyway. Don't have fun.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, that is... You have 2? Bro, that's awesome. Dude, those things are indestructible.
I keep like every phone I've ever had. Oh man, the TI-30X.
Oh, I had one. So that was essential.
Its predecessor, the TI-30.
Remember your math teachers in like elementary and middle school being like, "Oh, we're gonna carry a calculator with you everywhere."
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's actually fun about? This is there's probably a couple of my high school teachers that are going to watch this one day and go, "Son of a bitch, he told me he turned those in."
Oh, you're down to buy your own. Did you ever get like the graphing calculator?
Oh no, I wasn't that
Dude,
smart.
I had one of those. I wasn't either down to use it. Everyone else had one, so I wanted to have one too.
This has been the most fun of my day. I like doing this with you. I like taking you on it.
we'll do a couple of weeks. We'll just check in and be like, hey, so we're going crazy. Let's chat for a while and just bullshit.
Let's chat. Let's entertain people with my stupid, crazy shit. Here,
I don't care
I
if
tell
that
you
entertains.
what.
I've been going crazy. I've been cooped up all day doing that, making an audiobook.
For one really special listener,
No, no.
I'll give you something to listen to that tape on.
That is old school. With the belt clip.
Yeah, but the
As
battery pack's missing.
but you can't just stick like double A's in there.
You just put a piece of tape on it.
Oh, the back,
Oh,
the cover.
this is what I was looking for. This is what I'm going to leave you on. This is
The original brick. What is that? By who?
Kyocera.
I don't even know what that is.
Remember when you could take the faceplates off and make your phone cool?
No, I didn't get a cool phone.
That was your phone. And you put the buttons on it. Oh, and then you put the case, and you had a cool phone. Hello, hello.
Did you ever have? I always wanted to have one of the razors, the real thin flip phones.
Oh, I got one of those. It's in the other. It's in the other drawer.
One. I had some ancient. I don't even know what off Japanese brand, like green flip phone. I had the game Snake on it though, and that game was amazing.
Hey,
First cell phone, and then it never really. I had the BlackBerry Storm. Remember that?
there's the
I gave you
EMS
that.
night. There you go.
Did I give you that?
I don't know, maybe. If you did, look, I cherished it.
Oh, look at that, all sharp and bright, and stored in a desk you would open in the ears.
Yeah, I know. This is actually kind of fun. I appreciate you giving me this time to go through.
Well, I appreciate you using the time I've given you to be in my podcast and talk with me to go through your shit.
Yeah, that's actually kind of fun.
It's been delightful. So
Hey,
why don't we host a garage sale next time?
And for one of your lucky listeners,
The only one listening.
I'll give you this cool key that opens up a lot of those little things in the stores.
Oh, you would. All right.
And it comes with a lanyard that was one time screwed into something.
Don't know how it became loose from that something.
And screwed it.
I was trying to help you.
I was waiting for them to check me out. I literally unscrewed it while they were ringing up the order and talking on their cell phone. Mine now. No, I'm just kidding.
A rebel with a cause.
No, you know what? This one looks like from when back in my Albertsons days. I guarantee it was something that made it into my pocket for some reason and just ended up in the void.
Mm-hmm.
I used to bring home so many pens, keys. Oh my God, it was
merchandise.
No.
Small children.
No, because things you do intentionally get you in jail. Things you don't do intentionally get you in jail too. But, you know, sometimes over the course of years, I don't know how many box cutters I took home.
It's fine. I'll just label this a comedy genre podcast and they'll all be like, oh, we're joking. It's a character. It's a bit.
It is a character. I bought it at a yard sale yesterday at Renninger's.
I'm going to miss garage sales.
No, we're going to have those even more now.
I know, but like I got excited the other day. I thought there was a garage sale in my new neighborhood. I'm like, oh, sick. I'm going to get some cash and stop by. And I was driving up. They were just cleaning.
I'm going to tell you right now, the more I've been home, the more shit I see that I need to get rid of.
Yeah. Well, it's nice about moving. Whenever I move, I get rid of so much stuff.
Speaking of which, if anybody wants a Backdraft cassette, make me a good offer.
You know what? We probably both know a lot of people that would actually pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like mount it somewhere in the display case next to their wall patches and old helmets, old rolls of fire
I might put
hose.
it up. I might throw it up on Facebook later and see who.
Put it on the marketplace. See what you get for it.
Who wants it? Name an offer. It's in great condition. Never even had to use a pencil on it.
I heard you do that all the time.
Yep.
Do you remember? Did you ever try to like record, like make your own? Remember making your own mixtapes where you had to like wait by the radio and like wait for the song to come on, but the DJ would always friggin' talk over the beginning of the song, so you never had the full thing. Uh,
I'm pretty sure I have one of those in here.
I just remember it being the most infuriating thing, but we all did it. Oops.
We did. There were some good times back in the day, and now we're all locked out on quarantine, never able to see our friends again.
All
And I
right,
miss
so
all of you.
yep, miss you too. Well,
I
till
know
next
you do.
time when the world's ending next time.
I know.
But all right,
Well,
but this has been fun.
thanks.
But I actually do need to go. I actually have things to do.
But I had like an hour and a half more of stuff I wanted to talk about.
Perfect. Record it and send it to me later. I won't open that
Oh,
email
excellent.
either.
Sounds good. Can I mute you?
I'm just gonna stop recording either way.